Hello everyone! Welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie, and if you've never been to one of our lives before, we do this every single Monday night. If you're watching the replay, welcome, welcome. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Monday. So if you happen to be around, make sure that you're subscribed and that you're clicking that little bell next to the subscription button. I think you have to click it twice, maybe 3 times. One that says all notifications, and hopefully then Facebook will let you know, or not Facebook, YouTube will let you know that we are live and that you will be able to participate with us so you won't forget. I also always try to set up these lives as events on my channel. So you should be able to go to my channel, the homepage on my channel, and you should be able to click on each live event and then set a reminder for yourself if you are frequently forgetting, because I've been having some messages saying, I didn't get a message or I forgot. Well, that's a way to fix it. Let's see who all is here live with us today. Oh, hello. There is lots of people. Lots of people. Freaky is early. Hello, Freaky. There is lots and lots of people. Hey, you guys. How long have y'all been here? Diana's here from work. Renee. Lord. Y'all have been here for quite some time. I hope you guys are not experiencing any... The video is really choppy. That's not okay. Oh, you know what? Let me try and stop this and try and fix it. Hi, I'm back. Let me see if everybody has come back. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's not good. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to rebuff for you guys. Let's see. Oh, it would help if my phone was muted. All better? Oh, Lord. I think I need to refresh mine, though, because mine is not playing for me. Lord have mercy. You know what? This is what this will teach me to mess around with settings, because everybody said that they had some issues last week. So I was like, okay, what's going on? Let me try and fix this. And apparently I broke it even more. So I just went back and I switched everything back to what it was last week. So I am hoping that that it'll be okay for you guys. Let me see. Go back over here. Yeah, my live stream is still not showing up for me. Let me see if my chat will pop up. I want to send you messages on your phone, but now you've muted it, so there's no point now, Kim. Let me see if my chat will actually come up, because I was trying to get it to pop out, and it wouldn't, Lord. Oh, there we go. Hallelujah. Minimize. Minimize. Pause for dramatic effect whilst I go through all of this crazy. And while I'm on this screen, let's just flip over to the crochet. Oh, Jesus. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Whew. Diana said, can the Havana be made into a large area rug? It's a beautiful Afghan, but I would like a rug. What yarn would you use? Ooh. I would use something that's like sturdy, like nylon, I think, if it were me. Whew. All right. Is everybody back? Yay for technical difficulties. I guess that'll teach me to mess with stuff. I just can't mess with stuff no more. Whew. And of course, everybody in my neighborhood with loud trucks is deciding that now is the time that they need to go out. My chat stopped moving. And I know that you guys haven't stopped talking. Oh, there we go. It's coming. Whew. Well, that was a little bit stressful. Now I'm just trying to regain back my composure. Have mercy. So, first things first, I announced it on the blog today, but in case you guys have not seen the blog post, Vicky Drummond won the, why do I have a knot? She won the Moncherie Yarny leggings, and I am so excited about it because she's in the UK, and that is one of the places where, you know, shipping is really expensive, so it would make them cost prohibitive for her and a bunch of other people. So I'm really glad that the random spinner chose somebody that was overseas, not in the US. Sorry, people in the US, but I was rooting for our overseas friends to win that. Let me see. Oh, go through. Okay, so, oh, wait. Let me pause. I think Tristan's algebra tutor is leaving. Oh, they were quiet about it. How about them apples? I don't know how they managed to open up my front door quietly, but they did. So, Article 13, it's being called Article 13 probably because that's the biggest part of the legislation that everybody is freaking out about, but there's actual, you know, like, it's a whole lot of legislation all whacked up into what this big old directive that's kind of crazy. They're trying to do something good, but in my opinion, they are going to do more harm than good. So I've made myself a bunch of notes. So if you see me looking over here to the side, it's because I need to make sure that I stay on track, because you guys know how I am about copyright. And this does deal with copyright. It's all about copyright, as a matter of fact. And it is going to affect everybody in the EU. Everybody. That's 39 different countries that are part of the EU. And it could be very, very bad. And when I say very bad, it may mean that those of you who are in one of those 39 countries that are either watching live now, which you're probably not because it's Europe. I do know that there's a couple that stay up really late, but normally the Europeans watch the replay. It means that you are not going to be able to view me. You're not going to be able to view a lot of other YouTubers. It means that you may end up losing accessibility to things like Facebook, things like Twitter. It's very, very serious. Very, very serious. So I will say from the get-go, which will probably shock a lot of you, I am not down with the directive that is going on with the EU. I agree with their purpose, I agree with their intent, but I do not agree with how they are going about it, and I will tell you why. So, as I said, everybody is, oh, see, there we go, there's somebody from the Netherlands right there who's going to be involved in this. Everybody is simply referring to it as Article 13 all across the internet, but it's actually called, pause as I get my notes so I don't make a mistake, the Directive of the European Parliament and of the Council on Copyright in the Digital Single Market. Did I say 39? I meant 28. There's 28 member states. See, that's why I need my notes. 28 member states that are part of the EU. So basically what they're trying to do is they are trying to update the copyright laws, which I commend them for because they need to be updated. The last time there were serious changes made to copyright laws in Europe was in 2001. But they've started this, I believe, I have in my notes somewhere, I want to say that they started drafting all of this stuff up in 2012. So they have done a lot of work. They've put a lot of research into it. But there's 3 sections, there's articles that are all part of this directive. And there's 3 major articles that everybody's having issues with. Article 11, Article 12A, and of course, Article 13. So you've probably heard, maybe you have heard, everybody talking about the big thing that's hitting the internet that everybody's talking about is something called the meme ban. That's involved in Article 13. And basically what that is saying is that I have this written down. Let me read you what it actually says in here. It says, online content sharing service providers and right holders shall cooperate in good faith in order to ensure that unauthorized protected works or other subject matter are not available on their services. That is what is written in the directive, in the article. The problem is it makes it to where hosting services like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, eBay, Etsy, every single website out there, whoever is the owner of it, it will make them responsible for whatever the users upload instantly. It takes away their ability to set up a system to ban copyright infringement. It just immediately makes them responsible for everything. So what's going to happen, because of the way that it is written, is our friends over in Europe, they're going to lose their ability to access websites like Facebook and YouTube and all of that if this doesn't get taken care of. Let me see. You guys know what memes are, right? I don't need to, if you don't know what memes are, they're the crazy little things pictures that you see on Facebook where they have, funny sayings and things like that. That's a meme. And most of the time there are pictures that are copywritten and everybody just shares them all over the place. But why is it a problem? It's a problem because there is no way that, say, we'll use Facebook for instance, there is no way that Facebook can there's no way to create a program on the back end to go through every single picture that we upload to determine if we have copyright or not. There's no way that they can do that. We could upload a picture of a Pokemon character but call it cat laugh out loud.jpg and it could get through whatever artificial intelligence programs they create to try and combat it. It's just not something that they can do. So every single picture that gets uploaded could potentially be a copyright violation, which meant that there's hundreds of thousands of pictures that are uploaded all the time that could result in fines for Facebook. And Facebook just isn't going to do that. They're just not going to. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I'm glad that I am back for you. Let me see. What else? Article 11 in this is a link tax. And specifically in here, I thought that it was interesting that specifically in here, they are speaking of news sources, like the press. And they specifically state in there that if somebody links to a press article, then they will have to pay a tax in order to do so. So like how we share news articles all across Facebook or on Twitter, all of that, Twitter and Facebook would have to pay taxes in order for us to do that, which is kind of crazy. Super, super crazy. Article 12A is way crazy, and it involves sports venues, which is, you know, not within our realm, but listen to the craziness. And this brings my point out that they are leaving things out because they are saying that that the sports venues will have rights to anything created at their events. And by anything, I mean media. Any media created at their events. And that is to try to combat the pirated broadcasts of the events that are going on. I get that. I understand that. But because of how simple it is written out, and there is no parameters written specifically in it, if you and I were to go to a soccer game in London and we took pictures at the soccer game, we could not post them on our Facebook because we do not own the copyright. If this goes through, that will make it to where we do not own the copyright to the pictures that we took at that sports venue. And therefore we cannot publish them online because we don't have the copyright for them. And if we did, then Facebook or Twitter or whatever platform it was that we used to upload them would be responsible immediately and they would get fined. Crazy. So, if you're in the EU, you might want to think about looking into this. And if you're not in Europe, then you are going to want to pay attention to it because we have a lot of European crochet channels. Lots of them. I know all of you guys are familiar with Esther from It's All in a Nutshell. She's European and they're part of it. And if something happens, we may lose her. We may lose Bella Coco. We may lose Helen Shrimpton. You know, I mean, there's just so many people that are in our niche that are involved in it. I mean, it's just crazy. And there's no way that these companies can put something like YouTube and Facebook and all that. There's absolutely no way that they can develop something that is a computer that will be able to go through and make sure that every bit of content that is uploaded is not a violation. So they will end up just blocking out all of Europe and you won't have access to it. And in order to have access to it, you're going to have to do what like people in China do in order to have Facebook because their government says no to Facebook. So they have to, like, only the tech-savvy people that live in China can get on Facebook, can have access to Facebook, and they have to do so by dodgy means because their government won't let them access Facebook. They'll have to do that. Fairy, I don't know if it will affect Bob Wilson or not. Is Australia part of it? Oh, there's Chantel. Thank you, Chantel. I'm so glad that you're here because Chantel will be able to answer that. I don't know if Article 13 will affect Australians or not. I don't know if that country is one of the 29 that makes up the EU. Let's see, Leanne said, it sounds very serious, the likelihood of this sticking, in your opinion. Well, they started building this in 2012, and the directive was actually voted on in September of 2018, so it's coming. It's coming. The only thing that we can do is try to speak out to, you know, our representatives. Well, their representatives there. Lord, let me get in here. Yeah, I didn't think that Australia was, but I just wanted clarification. Thank you so much. It will not affect, but it will affect the Europeans that are in Australia, or not Europeans that are in Australia. It will affect the Europeans when they want to see content that is made by Australians. It'll affect Europeans that want to see content that's made by anyone. Yeah. It's very deep. It's very deep, and it's a very, very big situation, and it could be ugly for a lot of people. I mean, we could lose access to a lot of our friendships. I know that they don't normally come into the chat because of how late it is for them, but we have a very, very big population of Euros on the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. There's a big part of them. I mean, they're my third largest viewer base on YouTube. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention because one day, I think it's coming up in January. I heard, you can't quote me on that part. I think I heard somebody say somewhere that they were looking to get it out by January, so that's why they're asking everybody to move as quickly as possible. I have put links in the description box below for 2 websites. The first one is saveyourinternet.info, and that is a website that has lots of information about the situation that's on it. The second one is a link to information from YouTube. So while, you know, everybody's focusing on Facebook and YouTube and things like that, for us creatives, there's a bigger picture here because, you know, we use platforms like Etsy, and it will affect that as well because I spoke about this in my content theft video, both of them. As a matter of fact, there are countries where their copyright laws specifically state, it's actually called contract law, and England, well, the UK is one of them, and as of right now, the UK is still part of the Union, that they can stipulate what we can do with the things that we make from their patterns. It's written into their laws. You can go to their copyright website, their government copyright website, and it is very clear because they actually have it in their FAQ, their frequently asked questions. So that means that for people that are trying to sell things on Etsy, because of those laws, I mean, it's problematic, y'all. It's crazy problematic. What can the EU citizens do to stop this? They can contact their representatives and go to the first link in the description box. The first link has steps that can be taken, and they've been at this for a really, really long time. So I'm bringing it to your attention very, very late in the game. They've been at this for a really long time. So you can go there and you can read all of the information that they have there, educate yourself about it, pass it on to your European friends, because I don't see anybody in our niche talking about it. But it should be talked about because it's going to affect our communities. Which will not be fun. Oof. Look at Kelly go. Australia, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Netherlands, and Poland. Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and the UK. I do not see Norway on that list. So no, somebody asked if it would affect Norway. So, after the live chat, or sometime very soon, go and check out the link. Like I said, pass it on to your European friends because we do not want to lose them. And it will block out like the vast majority of the internet for them, which is very sad. And we don't want that to happen. So now that I've started out on that very grim note, hi guys! Let's see. What all happened this week? Not a whole lot of anything happened this week. Oh, Garden said, it will affect everyone. Yes, yes it will. Oh, Chantel signed the petition. Oh, and so did Meadowlark. Good to go, guys. I don't know if those, I don't really know if those online petitions actually work. What do you guys think about that? I don't know that they actually do anything. Kim said, totally off topic, but that reminds me of the rhyme we used to say when playing elastics. England, Ireland, Germany, France. We didn't have that rhyme. Whew, y'all, I had to go buy more Red Heart because I ran out of the wildflowers. Can you believe that? Like, with how sparingly I was using it, I thought that I had more in my stash of the wildflowers, and I did not. And while I was looking for the wildflowers, I thought that I had at least one more skein of the cream color, and alas, I did not. So I had to go buy more Red Heart. Kim said I did a petition to make Fiberific go 2 hours and nothing happened, so I have to say petitions do nothing. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing. Kim has been, she's been, you know, campaigning for that hard. I know at least for over a year, because it's over a year that I've been watching Chantel's lives every Wednesday night. By the way, since Chantel is here, just so you know, this is the last Wednesday night that I will have to watch from work. So excited, because I'm going back to day shift. So I'll be at home and I'll be able to participate again. I'm so excited about the situation. Nigel said, is Article 13 related to memes? Yes, Article 13 is related to memes. They're calling it the meme article, but it's basically images, pictures. It'll mess with all images and pictures because there's no way to tell what image that's being uploaded if it has copywritten content on it or not. Oh my gosh, Chantel said, oh my god, I went from 60 to 90 minutes, and we appreciate you for it. We appreciate you for it. Bless her heart. And you have to give her credit because she did start doing every third Wednesday for us, it's Thursday for the Australians and the New Zealanders. She does a live dye stream, and those do typically run a little bit longer than the normal hour and a half. Shelly, Chantel's channel is called Fiberific. Nigel said, is this just a European law? What is the US doing about it? It is just European, but you know how things filter out. So it has that is another concern, is that it has the possibility to filter out to other countries that are not part of the EU. And it would affect, you know, the content creators, you know, I mean, billions and billions of views come from Europe each day on YouTube, just for instance. So, if there is somebody that makes their living on YouTube, for instance, like I'll use Bella Coco, because I do believe she has expanded out and she has different revenue streams now to accommodate, you know, her income, but she does make a great deal from YouTube. That'll be gone for her. It'll be cut out for her. I'll use, not myself, but like Marley Bird. Marley Bird is a YouTuber. She is a Red Heart spokeswoman, and she has thousands and thousands of subscribers, and her videos get thousands and thousands of hits. So whenever this goes down, YouTube is going to have no other option other than to just block out those countries that are part of this, to lower their the fines that they could incur from this. So Marley Bird will lose all of those views, which will impact her income. Nigel said, so let's just move all of our content off the EU servers. Well, it's not that simple, and the content isn't sitting on those servers. It is them blocking everything, kind of like China blocks access to Facebook. Kind of like how Australia, by the way, Aussies, welcome back to Amazon. We missed you so much. So excited for you guys. I know that you guys are excited because the Australians have been dealing without Amazon for what, like 6 or 8 months? Is it? Because their laws changed in Australia, and Amazon was not going to deal with it. So Australia was blocked from purchasing from Amazon for a really long time. So and then they made a specific Australian Amazon, which had nothing on it. Absolutely nothing on it. So basically they lost Amazon. Not only did all of the people in Australia lose the ability to order from Amazon, but all of the people like Chantel and Bob Wilson, who are affiliates with Amazon, they lost all of their affiliate revenue from Australians. Crazy. It was a crazy situation. Chantel said, I missed Amazon so much, I already have orders in. Oh yeah, Kim is talking about, if your kids play Minecraft and watch YouTube videos, ain't that the truth? Lord have mercy. I'm so glad that my favorite gaming YouTuber is Australian. and he's not in Europe. I don't know how they got Amazon back. I just know that it's back. Chantel will probably have more information on that. I just saw Chantel screaming from the rooftops that they had access to Amazon again, but I didn't read the article that she posted. Nigel, everybody will be subject to Article 13. Everybody. Amazon realized how much they were losing and decided to implement the taxation rules. So they had somebody code the stuff in the background specifically for the Australians so they could charge the crazy tax that the Australian government implemented. That's what I'm assuming. Cloudy Rose said, Cyber Monday at Amazon, pray for me. I'll have a lot of work tonight. I haven't done the first bit of shopping. I need to shop. I don't want to. Kelly said, yeah, they could try it here, but it won't happen. I don't mean that it affects us in that specific way. I mean that it affects us as in we will lose all of those people, like on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the internet. We're going to lose those people. There's a reason why the website is called Save Your Internet. Yeah, right. Leslie said it better. Everyone would be affected by Article 13, but not subject to it. But, you know, YouTube is an American company. So if they uploaded something, I mean, it's just, there's so much stuff that is not written out. That's why I'm against it. I'm so against it. Thank you, Daigo. It's coming along. It is coming along. Whew. Kelly said I bought patterns today. I thought you bought patterns yesterday. As a result of customer feedback from 22 November, Amazon customers will be able to ship eligible items from Amazon.com to Australian delivery addresses. Oh, yay! Our teams have continued to focus their efforts on building the complex infrastructure needed to enable exports of low-value goods to Australia and remain compliant with the GST laws. I figured that's what it was, is they had to wait for the infrastructure to be coded because they didn't have one. Why does my blanket look so curved? Because of how I'm holding it. It's not curved, it's just how I'm holding it. It's dipping down on either side of me. It's not curved, I promise, I promise. Don't jinx me. It's not curved at all. Karen, no, I'm not working on the border. I am working on extending out the blanket because it's not as big as I need it to be. Hello, Beverly. Oh, jeez. Cindy, I could, but I'm not. Kim said, oh good, I didn't want to see the epic frogging session and resulting tears. Hey, I didn't cry when I frogged the blanket the first time. What is the stitch below the row you are doing? Are you talking about this stitch? That's a puff stitch. Hi, Denise. Hello, Kiki. Oh, Lord. Kim said I was wrapping my loom this morning and then my silk got tangled and it took me half an hour to untangle it. Bless your heart. That doesn't sound fun. By the way, y'all, Kim has been up since like before the sun. She posted a message on the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group at like noon my time. It's crazy. I was like, holy cow, you're up. And it freaked me out because I thought that I had lost all kinds of hours of my day. New drinking game. Drink every time Stephanie says it's not the border. I'm extending out the blanket. You know, there's a lot of people that come in late and or have not been here before, and they just don't know that it's just a part of the blanket, that it's not the border. Because it's still kind of border-ish, you know, because there's the squares, so it's still kind of border-ish. Would we lose access to the UK designers' websites also and Ravelry? There is a very good possibility that we will lose access to the European designers on Ravelry. Yes. Because they don't have a system either to confirm copyright. Goodbye, Cloudy Rose. Have a great evening at work. Or day, wherever you are. Why do I keep wrapping that for this? Stop it. Oh, Lord. Breezy said, speaking of late. It's okay. You're not too terribly late. I have a friend that is going to Australia and is going to bring me Tim Tams. Ooh, Beverly. Ooh. That's a good friend. That's a very good friend. You will be very excited about it. I think it was Diane that teamed up with Gamer Widows and sent her all kinds of Nutter Butter stuff. And Gamer Widows sent her Tim Tams. All the flavors. Kim, stop it. Can't nobody bring back all the flavors. There's way too many flavors of Tim Tams. Why? Thank you. Good friends bring you food. Ain't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? For all of my Americans, did you guys have a good holiday? I hope so. I worked. And I took dinner with me to the office. I took like half of a dinner with me to the office because there's no way that I could stay awake after eating copious amounts of Thanksgiving dinner. There's just no way. So I took very small portions, and then when I got home, I did the normal with all of the leftovers. And it was glorious. I was kind of bummed that I didn't get to sit with everybody and share in the holiday, but I will be on day shift for Christmas, so at least I'll be able to do Christmas dinner. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back, Sally. I got to call and speak to my family back at home and hear about all of the yummy food, because like my family cooks for days. Days of serious cooking. Not like, oh, I made 3 pies on Monday and I'm gonna make 2 more on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I'm gonna start on all the casseroles and get those done. No. Copious amounts of food for days. What kind of work do you do outside of the house? I work at a port of entry. Hello, Lisa. Oh, Leslie said we tried to sponsor a homeless vet, but his friend got sick and he wanted to stay and take care of him. Aw. Bless his heart. So they took him some food. That's kind of you. I think my family cookie day is December 9th. My family, all of the women, get together and they cook 11 billion. That's Chantel's word, and I have stolen it. 11 billion dozens of cookies, and they take them to the USO office at the Jacksonville airport because they have a very, very big, very nice USO office there. And they take them there and they leave them for all of the military members that are passing through the airport with connecting flights and all of that, because military members, veterans, can go into the USO versus, you know, just like hanging out waiting for their connection or whatever it is. If their flight gets delayed, whatever it is, there's beds and things like that, and comfy couches and televisions and things like that for them. And my family takes cookies. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cookies. Nigel said, do you knit very often? I do not knit at all. I do not know how to knit. Oh, Carol said, I had all of my children and grandkids together for the first time in 5 years. It was wonderful. I'll bet it was. Hi, LaTanya. And Jan. Jan said, howdy, howdy, howdy. I finally made one. Shelley said, could we send blankets to the Walter Reed hospitals? I do not know. I have negative knowledge. Nigel said, you're doing a very good job for someone who doesn't knit at all. Nigel, this is not knitting, this is crochet. Hence in the name, it's Crochet O'Clock. Has everyone seen the not safe for work Christmas ornaments that are making the rounds currently? No, that would be a negative. I have not. Toe beans? You live in Jacksonville? That's my home. That's where my people are. Dum dum dum. Let's see. Maria said, my mother always said there are knit people and there are crochet people. She is a knit person and I am a crochet person. I think it's hard to learn the other once you learn the first. I don't know about that because, you know, like Kim and Oh, there's tons of people here who can do both. I don't do both because I'm obsessive, and if I learn how to knit, then I'll stop crocheting. I can't do that. Lindsay said, I ordered an It's Crochet O'Clock mug yesterday, so once I have it, it will be my Monday mug. That's right, Monday mug. Did you get the big one? Lord, this thing is massive, but it's great. It really is great. I love it so much. Line said, so let me get this straight. Example, all of the pictures of the Havana variations and questions about how to would be banned and fined because her pattern is copyrighted. No more cows. Okay. So what it is it's not that those pictures... There is no way that Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or any other platform, any other hosting service can write a program that can screen images as you upload them to determine if the picture that you are uploading is copywritten material. There's no way. Absolutely no way for them to do that. And with the way that they are writing this directive, it makes companies, hosting companies like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., it makes them liable immediately upon upload. So, for instance, there is 400 hours of video uploaded to YouTube every single minute. 400 hours. Do you know how many possible copyright violations that could be? A whole lot. YouTube has programs and they are constantly developing them and trying to make them better and do better for copyright holders. But if they implement it the way that it is, it immediately makes them liable. And they're just not going to do that. They're not, and I don't blame them. They're not going to do it. Where am I? I'm at the end of this row. Ugh, get in there. Lord. Alright, I do not like that. I'm going to do an invisible join there because I do not like that. I don't like it. Not going to be able to pay attention to chat while I'm doing this join, y'all. Because I got to look at where my needle's going. Get in there. Come here. Sit right. Thank you. You gotta get mean with it sometimes. How did you end up getting stuck down there? That's not where you belong. Come here. Oh, all of my ends, because I didn't weave in my ends from the frogging last time, all of these ends are just, they're horrible. And now you want to loosen up. Stop it. I just need to get you in here just a little bit so you don't wiggle out on me. Alright. We will deal with you later, but that's good for now. Kim said, I recorded some footage of a bride and groom during their first dance at a wedding, and I uploaded it to Facebook, and Facebook told me that the song had copyright, and would I like to upload the video with no sound? Yeah. Yes, it's crazy. All right, so this was my corner. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. So why did I do this? There was a reason that I made this specific corner, but I was at work when I did it. Now I cannot remember. I think it's because I somehow ended up with an odd number of stitches and I wanted to fix it. But I didn't fix it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. Hello, Helen May Crochet. I'm really liking how this is coming out so far, you guys. I really am. I'm concerned about these puff stitches and little toes or little fingers getting caught in them, but I am liking how it looks. Uh-oh. Kim Nelson said, I think you are ignoring me today, Stephanie. Oh God, what did Kim Nelson say? I'm not ignoring you. I don't ignore anybody. Let me see. Let me scroll up. I'm scrolling. Kim Nelson. Kim Nelson. I don't see Kim Nelson. I'm all the way back. I mean, like forever ago. I'm all the way back. Let me scroll down. What do you... Kim Nelson said it looks beautiful. Thank you. Kim, what did I ignore that you said? I don't ignore anybody on purpose. I do not do that. That's rude. Baby is 3, which is why this is not a border. It is extending out of the blanket because it needs to be toddler bed size. Oh, okay. This thing. Scrolling. Rawhide. Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking too, Freaky. All right. What was I going to do here? I think I wanted to do half doubles. But I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this. Hello, Antoinette. Oh, I have to think about this corner. God. I should have looked at this beforehand so I had an idea of what I wanted to do. I know that I want to turn this into even numbers. Welcome to Stephanie's process. There's 11. So that's... Oh. No? Yes. Okay. Okay. Come here. Little guy right here. We are going to start with you. 2. Really? Come on, Steph. Okay. Oh, I did just sing that. Freaky! If my video gets demonetized because of you, you were... Oh, so you trapped me into that. Lord have mercy. Freaky. That's not okay. Kayla said, is there a pattern for the blanket are you making? If not, are you going to write one? Everybody who has been attending the chats for the past, I don't know how long have we been working on this blanket? Like 5 months now after I took apart the first one. Maybe it's been that long. Everybody's been asking. At the start, it was just going to be a granny square blanket, and then I got bored with granny square blankets or with making the granny squares, and it wasn't big enough. So now it's turned into this, and now everybody's wanting the pattern, but I'm so far into it that I didn't write down notes because I didn't know that this was going to happen. So yes, because I do have to make an additional one because there's also a three-year-old little boy in the house. This one is for the 3-year-old girl, and I have to make a blanket for the 3-year-old boy because you can't send one without sending the other something as well. So I will have to do it all over again in boy colors. And then I will write it down. And it will go a lot faster. Because I will know what in Sam Hill I'm doing. Bobby is working on her second Havana. Go you. Good night, Dee. I really thought she was going to say you're grounded, Freaky. I almost did. I almost did. Freaky. You can't trust Freaky, and I should know better. But that could get me a copyright strike, Freaky. Line, you know, the big problem. Line said, yeah, I got the liability thing. I was just wondering if it would be a reason for banning because of fining, thus no more crochet alongs coming or going from EU peoples. It's a possibility. I mean, you know, if they can't access the websites because the websites aren't willing to take on the liability of it, and they can't afford the possibility of fines, or they can't afford teams to, I mean, let's face it, Ravelry doesn't do very good with content theft to begin with. How are they going to manage this? So, you know, if it comes to a point where these websites are forced to block these countries from it, then yeah, you know, we're going to lose the crochet alongs from the designers that are in those countries because they're not going to have access to the platforms on the internet where they would upload them. No, Kim, I am not. But I am very upset with Freaky, so if I could, I would, just to annoy him. I hope it doesn't. There's no telling. There is no telling. Chantel and I are both very, very phobic. I'm like, don't go walking down the hallway with your music on your phone. Because the door's right behind me. Don't walk down the hallway singing anything. Freaky, don't get all excited because somebody is rallying to your cause. You're in trouble. You are grounded. Oh, I wish I could sing that song and get away with it. I really do. Lord. Trying to get myself to a comfortable position with this thing is starting to become problematic. But it's still not big enough. Teresa said, how do you know what to charge for each item you make and sell? Okay, well, first off, I don't sell anything that I make. Crochet. I just don't. But lots of people talk about it. It is a very controversial subject. But I think that the general census is 3 times the amount of the cost of materials. Is the general consensus for most people. Rowan said, I feel like there is something stuck to my lipstick, like a piece of hair. There was. Jesus. My hair. Rowan said, should I run, buy, and print all the European patterns now? I don't know. I need something new to binge. I do gritty, not girly. Suggestions? No, because I'm a girly. I watch period things all the time. Can you spread it out again? There it is. That song was composed in 1958. Would it still be under copyright? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Copyrights last for, in the US, it is 70 years past the author's death. So yeah, still under copyright. No, you're right. Pinterest doesn't. I'm not going to get into this conversation with you guys because you guys got me hooked on, Sons of Anarchy, and I lost weeks of my life because I could not stop watching it. I just finished watching Sons of Anarchy because of you guys. Typically, I would never have watched Sons of Anarchy. It was just not something that I want that I get into. I'm just not that. I watch period things. Like, I'm all over here subscribed to the Masterpiece channel on Amazon, and I'm watching Victoria and The Crown and Poldark. Those are the Downton Abbey, Outlander. Although this Outlander, she won't watch Outlander. I already tried to get her to watch Outlander, and she won't watch Outlander. Godless, it's a period drama and gritty. Huh. Oh, I love Gilmore Girls. Chris, you know, I don't know why I didn't watch Gilmore Girls. Probably because it just seemed too girly to me, but I never watched Gilmore Girls until this year, and I binged all of it. And let me tell you, it was so nice to just watch something with normal drama. It was just normal. There wasn't any crazy, outlandish things happening. It was just a girl and her mom living their life, and I became the very best of friends with them. And I was so sad when it was over with. But I was very, very glad that Netflix did a special and they brought everybody back and showed, you know, where they were like 10 years down the road. I really enjoyed that. I liked Gilmore Girls. Victoria is a really good show. I was kind of iffy about it at first, but I really did enjoy Victoria. I don't like how short the seasons are, but it's through Masterpiece, so I'm just going to be thankful. There is, on Showtime, there is the White Queen and the White Princess. Those are from books. Very good books. I liked both of them. They did very good on the stories. Kelly's taking notes. You know, Daigo just said, Hallmark movies. Yes, I admit I started watching Christmas movies yesterday. You know, I've been watching Chantel post every day on Facebook about the Christmas movie. Like, they're just picking random Christmas movies. Whatever pops up first is what they're watching. And I think that that's a nice idea. And I think that I may do it for all of December. That's a lie, because I'm watching Lark Rise to Candlefoot, and I gotta finish out this season, so I won't be finished by the time. What is the date today? It's the 26th. I may be by December 1st. I don't know, but I think it's a nice idea. Dana said, my first time here. Does your finger get tired holding the yarn that way? Not critical, just curious. No, my finger does not. It's just the way that my hand naturally goes. It's where my hand is naturally comfortable. I have tried so many times to hold my yarn the proper way, and it just does not work for me. I cannot get my tension right, no matter how much I power through it and try to force myself to do it properly. I can't. Kim said, I was talking to a friend last night saying she was feeling undervalued by her family. I suggested she watch Bad Moms Christmas. Oh, geez. Cindy said, I just realized I had eggs on the stove, ran and got them before they exploded. Oh, bless your heart. Poof, proper. I know. That's how I feel about it, too. I am a firm believer in you just hold them however it is that you are most comfortable. I don't care how you hold them. How many whips do you work on? Technically I have 3, but I only pick up one of them when I'm really sad, because it's so stinking beautiful that it makes me happy while I work on it. So I save it for whenever I'm really sad or whenever something is really messing with me. So there's really only 2, but technically there's 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, there we go. Trying to find my center here. All right, center, corner, 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 corner. No, corner, corner, corner. Come on, there we go. Amanda said I hold my yarn exactly the same way. I don't think I've ever met anybody that holds their yarn the same way I do. Anybody. All right, come here. Yarn, come here. Come, thank you. Jesus. You mean there's a proper way to hold the hook and thread? I've always gone my own way. I think going your own way is great. Crochet takes me to a happy place. I think it takes all of us to a happy place. I think it's very comfortable too, Amanda. I think the other way is just it is horribly awkward for me to hold it. Bad yarn. Bad yarn. Yes, the yarn was being bad. And I did almost hook my eye. Leave it to Freaky to catch that. That would have been great. On live camera, you can't edit that mess out. Stephanie hooked her own eyeball. Dana said, may I ask a group question? You can. That doesn't mean that the spanners will allow it to stay, depending on what it is. But you can. Spanner, 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 spanner. I always get nervous when somebody asks if they can ask a question. I'm like, oh Lord, what is coming? What is coming? What's happening? Kayla said, I just learned how to knit backwards like a lefty so I don't have to purl. I just knit back. How cool would it be if there was a way to crochet back and forth without turning? There is. Whew. Dana said, in some of my projects I've had trouble with the corners curling. I've tried turning opposite directions at the turn and that doesn't seem to help. You may just need to block. Or maybe an extra chain. Kathleen said, hey Steph, I've been listening while I create a new turtle habitat and keeping an eye on the one who is apparently a escape artist, but I missed if you mentioned what your extension rounds consist of. No, I have not mentioned them because I have done them, well, most of them. I've done most of them while we have been here together. So no, I have not. Kim Guzman has a pattern that has this as a skill level description. Experienced, may cause weeping and or throwing of yarn across the room. Oh, that's great. Article 13 is going to be horrible for a lot of people. I do not Tunisian crochet. I don't. I don't even own a Tunisian crochet hook. And y'all, this blanket is getting heavy. It is. It's getting really heavy. It's going to be one of those blankets that's just going to be a comfort. Which is good, because that's what it's supposed to be. That's what every blanket given to you from your Yaya is supposed to be, right? Whew. Hello from Perth, Australia. Whew. The western side of Australia. Most of our people are on the eastern side of Australia. I think lots of people forget that there's a whole other part, a really big part of Australia. Thank you, Leslie. Whew. Lord, lordy, lordy. One more week of night shift, y'all. One more. Oh, Latasha, bless your heart. For the people who did not get in here for the beginning of it, It's a whole lot of stuff, so I highly advise you to watch the replay. Not the part where I had technical issues at the very, very beginning, but after we got those sorted, which was rather quickly. I talk extensively about it. And there's also links in the description box below. Everybody's asking, what is Article 13 in a nutshell? Article 13 is basically taking away the internet from the Europeans. Just what it boils down to. I mean, it takes away everything from them. And that's not an exaggeration. That's what it will be. My email has just been going crazy this evening, y'all. It's kind of strange. Let's see. What else was we going to talk about? There was something else that I was going to talk about. I love a good handmade comfort blanket. Me too. But you know, the problem is, like, when all of the blankets that I make, like, I hardly use them. Like the Arizona that's behind me on this chair, I'm so careful with it because I don't want to hurt it. Normally it just lays across this bed right here. And the only reason that it's laying across this chair right now is because it's so cold, and sitting down on this chair without something on it was not okay. But like, I make them, and then I don't want to use them because I don't want them to get hurt. Isn't that crazy? Like, no, don't touch it. Snowball Express, yes. Apparently, some folks did not understand that the Snowball Express is not for this Christmas. That would be a little bit unrealistic of me to throw that at you guys. The Snowball Express, we are taking blankets to Orlando. You can go to the It's Crochet O'Clock website, and there is in the main menu, Snowball Express has all of the information about it, but the blankets will go to the children who attend next year's Snowball Express. And we cannot have too many because there are like 1,600 children who get taken to Disney who are children of fallen military members. And they range in ages from infants all the way up to teenagers. So the blankets can be 36 inches all the way up to twin size blankets. Uh-oh. What happened? What did I miss? Oh, I went to my son's tonight and saw one of my Afghans with a giant hole in it. See? That's why I don't ever want to use them. Freaky said, so I can work on 3 blankets this summer and send it next October? No, you cannot. The deadline is March 5th. So we still have 4 months to send in the blankets for the Snowball Express. Hello, Angry Cat Crafts. Deadline is March 5th. I do not have a pattern for this, but I will write one up when I do my next one because I'm doing one identical to it for her brother because they're both 3 and we cannot send one without sending the other one as well. Can they be quilts? The only stipulation is that they have to be handmade. They can be knitted, they can be crochet, they can be quilts, they can even be the felt blankets. But if they are felt, then they have to be just the one layer. You can't do back-to-back felt Cindy said I won't give my Afghans to people with kids or dogs. Is the Snowball Express something that is done every year? I want to say, I cannot say for certain. I want to say that the Snowball Express is in its 9th, maybe 12. It's been going on for a while, but the families don't have to pay for anything. It's the children of the fallen service member and their surviving parent. They get flown out free of charge to Disney. They get put up in the resort. They don't have to pay for food. They don't have to pay for entry. They have to pay for nothing. And then at the end of it, they do this over Christmas for them, because Christmas is, you know, one of the hardest things for families to get used to when they've lost a part of their family. So it's for 4 days over Christmas, and then at the end of that, they give them a gift, and they give them handmade blankets. So we are working to donate blankets to the Snowball Express. They are being shipped to my house in Florida, and my cousin and my aunt are taking them to the state conference for the Florida Daughters of the American Revolution, who is propelling this drive forward for all of these blankets for the Snowball Express. And they will all be presented there, and then they will be transferred over to the Snowball Express and the Gary Sinise Foundation for them to have. I think you meant fleece, not felt. I did mean fleece, not felt. Did I say felt? I didn't mean felt. I meant fleece. Thank you, Ida. 12 years ago. See? See? Oh, thank you, Lord, for... I hate it when I have to answer questions and I don't have my notes specifically in front of me. The Snowball Express doesn't want wool because some kids are allergic to wool. That is very true. You should make sure that the fiber that you are using is hypoallergenic. Because it would be bad if you spent all of that time working on a blanket to give it to a little kid and they couldn't use it because they were allergic. Okay, 2, 4, 6. Wait a minute. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Whoo, y'all. I thought I messed up in my corner. Whoo, it was about to be. Okay. Oh, I was about to be upset, you guys. I was about to be very upset. It was about to be tears. Whew. Google is a wonderful thing. Thank you so much, Kelly. I cannot access the Google while I am doing this because my computer will freak out. I think I have it written on the page on It's Crochet O'Clock too. Whew. That was kind of stressful there for just a minute. Lord, I was going to be upset if I had to frog all of that back. Jesus. Oh, Chris said I frogged 2 rows of a shawl earlier and come to find out it was right the first time. I hate it when that happens. Goodbye, Kim. Enjoy Pilates. Oh, I know the frogging feels. I didn't plan anything out for this blanket. I started this blanket because I needed to work on something while I was sitting here talking to you guys, because people get really cranky if I don't actually crochet for some reason when we're doing these lives. It doesn't matter if I, like when I did that huge unboxing, when that shipment came to me from South Africa, and the whole 2 hours was spent on looking at all of the yarn and talking about all of the yarn. There were lots of people that were so cranky because I was not crocheting. So I needed something that I could crochet on while I was talking to you guys. And this was born by accident. Did I really? Come on. Let me in. Stop it. Oh, shout out to Melissa. She's listening while busy. We miss you, Melissa. Darn being busy. Darn life. Lord, I'm going to have to lay this out. When I get finished with this row, I'm going to have to lay this out on the bed behind me just to see. Because it's crochet o'clock, not chat o'clock. Listen, I talk about everything yarn related, and that stinking box of yarn was glorious. It was glorious. Lord, that night was a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun opening that up because I had no idea what was in it. No, don't get stuck there. You better act like you have some upbringing. I'm gonna have to find a better way. See, I chat without working and no one has complained to me. Oh, people get different. People are different. I think a lot of people do crochet while they're listening to live chats. I know that there's been some days, you know, where I was on deadline with a project, and I would log into Chantel's live stream and I'd be like, "Hi, I'm here. I'm on deadline. I'm crocheting, but I'm listening." There's a lot of people who do that here. Just going through yarn, y'all. Going through yarn. I'm also going to have to count these stitches at some point, because I haven't counted them in, like, I don't know how many rows. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Christine Crisp is trying to finish wrapping Christmas presents while watching you. Oh, bless your heart. Liz said, "Do you ever get distracted by doing both crochet and talking?" All the time. All the time. Fiberific is crocheting her. You're still crocheting those little stars. Those things are adorable. Oh, Rowan's impression said, my son heard me talking about It's Crochet O'Clock, misunderstood, and now at night he grabs his little crochet bag and says, Mom, I'm ready for Crochet O'Clock. Oh. It is the variegated yarn that I used in this is Red Heart Super Saver, and the colorway is called Wildflowers. This is what it looks like when it's a full skein of it, when it's not out. Wildflower. Try that on the live die stream. No, I can't do anything. It's so hard for me to work. I've had to watch 2 die streams while at work, and I missed so much. How often do you live stream? Every single Monday night. Latonia, I'm a truck driver and I listen while driving when I can. I'm shut down now. Oh, I know those feels. I work at a port of entry. I see a lot of you guys. Yes, we have moderators. Kim has left, but we still have Leslie. So that means be good. Get in there. I think you can, because Bob Wilson does a lot with Red Heart stuff on her channel. So I think you guys can get it in Australia. I think that's where you said you were from. Yes, Perth, right? Dum, 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 dum. Les, that is statistically and scientifically proven that crocheting and knitting helps with anxiety. True story. Leslie said, I is watching. I could see her. You might have to order it online. I don't know how Bob Wilson gets all of her Red Heart. I don't know where she purchases it from. Next, wait. Next die stream is the 2nd Thursday of December, Brisbane time. Yes. Yes. Wait. 2nd. Pause. Calendar. 2nd when. Yes. Yes, I will be able to see, and I won't have to look at it on my phone and not be able to see anything and not be able to interact with you guys at the same time while watching. I'm so excited. Goodbye, Shelly. Yes, back on day shift. Thank you, Jesus. So excited about it. Oh, I love the die streams, y'all. I love them. If you guys have never watched them, you should go over to the Fiberific channel and check out some of the past die streams. They're so awesome. So much fun getting to pick and die with her and watch the process as it goes on. What's a die stream? A die stream is where Chantel puts her camera up above her die pots and she dyes yarn and we get to help with it. The past couple times she's done this, there is a hashtag on Instagram called FiberificInspo. I think that's what it is. Chantel will have to correct me because Kim is already gone. But she takes those pictures. They have to be your pictures. They can't be pictures that you found on the internet because she puts the pictures up on the video as she's doing it. Fiberific Inspo, yes. and she uses those pictures as inspiration to dye. And then if your picture was chosen, then she gives you first dibs at purchasing the yarn that comes from that. But if you don't have to take it, of course, because somebody else will buy it because they're glorious. They're beautiful. Rowan said it helps with anxiety till you're counting and someone decides they need to talk to you right then, right then. I know. 42, 43, 44. Oh, I know those feels. Ooh. Everybody's plugging in Fiberific Inspo. Y'all, I get that way. Even like when Tristan is in the living room and he's playing a video game or something and he's being all loud. Lord. I get all loud right back. I'm like, 13! 14! Because I can't stop to tell him to hush. Because then that'll throw my count off. The cat yarn was a photo that somebody had put up of their Siamese cat, and it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. And that was the inspiration for one of the colorings that Chantel did last dye stream, and it came out beautiful. It was just absolutely beautiful. Sally said, I love the Lotus one, but I may be biased. That was a really good picture, Sally. It was a really, really beautiful picture. And yeah, she did really good with matching that, and it was very beautiful. I want to go around and take pictures here, but it's the desert, and the desert is nothing but just brown, 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 brown. So she could just throw some yarn into the dye pot and then like chuck a whole bunch of brown dye on it, maybe throw in some copper and call it a day. Ooh, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, there you are. No cat was harmed in the coloring of this yarn. She said, I'm seriously considering dyeing up some Near Lotus and some more of the Billy Cat. They were very, very popular. Very popular. Kayla just finished spinning her very first skein of yarn. It's so pretty. Congratulations. Desert sunsets can be pretty. Yeah, yeah. But the problem is like, I don't know. Whenever I go take a picture, literally, like I think about Fiberific Inspo all the time. All the time. And there have been times where like I've stepped out of my office because I work night shift. So I get there right before the sun goes down and I step out of my office and I'm looking around and I'm like, that's a really pretty sunset. Bet you Chantel would be able to do glorious things with that. But then if I were to take a picture, you would see all of the yuck that was down on the ground. Instead, I don't know. I crochet, I don't take pictures. Hello, Lisa. Carol said it is that way in Arizona, and they even paint all the houses in shades of brown. I know. I know. Rebecca said, I think I lost a friend today by showing up on the wrong time for coffee. Oh, I know. Colleen said, I'm so happy that you are still alive. I'm home for lunch. I usually miss you. Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm still here for like another 15 minutes or so. Everybody always says that. The desert is so beautiful. I say nay. I say nay. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I get it. I get it. But listen, I'm an island girl, okay? I'm a Cancer. I'm an island girl. I need some of that salty sea air. Whew. Yay! Okay, found Fiberific and subscribed. Good job. You should be. Honest to goodness, the die streams are just great. And she's a hoot to listen to anyways. Freaky, was she lost? Oh wait, I'm not supposed to laugh at you. You're grounded. I'm not laughing at you. The desert is so much fun. For who? Oh. I'm gonna have to look. I am. I'm gonna have to look. Ooh. I told my aunt about your slip up. Ha ha ha. Freaky's all proud of himself. The desert is beautiful as long as I'm in my truck. Yeah, and as long as you don't gotta get out of your vehicle and deal with the wind. Although, I will tell you, oddly enough, there is, because there's nothing but dairies all around this area. Like, nothing but dairies. But there was this field that is out here, and Catherine came home from work one day and she was like, you gotta come with me, you gotta get in the car. And I was knee deep in editing something, but she doesn't ever ask me to go and do things very, very often when she knows that I'm working. So I figured it was something important. So I went with her, and we are driving out into the middle of nowhere. I mean, the middle of nowhere. Here I am starting to get worried. Do I really know her as well as I think I know her? Type thing. Looking around in the vehicle to see if there's any weapons type thing, because we're going out into the middle of nowhere. And then all of a sudden, she stops, and I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, hold on. There were all of these bushes that were lining the sides of the road. They weren't trees, but they were very tall bushes. And she goes, I want you to look out the window, and I'm going to drive real slow. So I was like, okay. So I look out the window, and there was the entire field. You couldn't see it from far back. Until you got right up on it, you could not see it. But the whole field was just purple wildflowers. Just the whole field, because it hadn't been tilled in so long that it was just beautiful, teeny, teeny, teeny little flowers. And then all of a sudden, the wind blew just a little bit, and poof, out came all of these butterflies. I mean, like thousands of butterflies all over the place. And then they went across the road to another field that was all wildflowers, that now that it had been pointed out to me, I could see that they were wildflowers. That was a nice moment. That was a very nice moment. It was very unexpected. Was not expecting it. But Catherine said that you can only see them like 2 times a day or something, because it's too hot during the day, so you only see them in the morning, or you see them right before the sun goes down. It was crazy. Wasn't something that I was expecting at all. And the butterflies, it was very magical. Did y'all hear somebody toot their horn out there? Lord. Whew. And you never smelled the roses when you stopped. Lucky for you. I don't get out and go into the fields here. I do not do it because tarantulas, because camel spiders. I do not do it. I shan't. Tarantulas are very, very, oh God, see, I can't even. Ugh. I can't. I live in a constant state of panic at my office because my office is in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by nothing but fields. Ugh. All I can think of is all the tarantulas that are out there. Ugh. See, now my hair is even scaring me. I can't. Whew. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Yes, we have camel spiders here in the US. Yep. Out here in New Mexico and Arizona. No, asking Freaky to behave is like asking Niagara Falls to stop or to slow down. It ain't gonna happen. Scorpions, yes. Did I tell y'all about the day that Catherine was doing dishes and all of a sudden she heard a tink go into the sink, and she thought, you know, maybe just something shifted, and then she went to go reach into the sink to grab something, and there was a scorpion. It was the scorpion that had fallen off the ceiling. Diana said, so I missed all the answers to my rug question. Oh no. Oh no. Everybody said acrylic, nylon, cotton, things like that. Oh, Chantel. So just out of curiosity, were the flowers similar to the color in your blanket? They were similar to this blue color right here, not this purple color. They were more similar to this blue, but with a little teeny hint of purple. Oh, I'm so sorry that you did that to yourself. Yeah. I'm so sorry that you did that to yourself, Kath. Or Jeff, whichever one you are. Paracord. There you go, Diana. Paracord. That would be a good one. Scorpions can be on ceilings? I don't need to know that. I'm so sorry. I've shown the blanket a couple times, Les. There it is. This right here is all of the extension. There were small granny squares that go all around this very big Mondo granny square here in the center. And then it comes out. Hello, Beth. Beth just got off work. Beth, you were just in time to catch the ending of it. Just Kath. Jeff is the silent partner. Okay. Oh, Leslie, tarantula mating season is never going to be normal for me. Never. Ever. Ever. My blanket is starting to have a Victorian feel and look to it. Do you think so? That was not my original intention, but I'll take it. I will take it and run with it. Beth said, I know I watched the replay. 8 to 8 takes the fun out of my day. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's okay, Les. I don't mind showing. It's getting to be rather sizable. Oh, it's Monday. Do you know what that means? Holiday Baking Championship when I go lay in bed. Oh. Ugh. Alicia said that her boyfriend has a pet tarantula. That would not be happening in my house. Not. No. No. Absolutely not. No. Oof. Okay, we need to see now. I'm like starting to see stuff. We need to change the subject because I'll have nightmares tonight. Y'all know what? I went to go put away my paint box order that I opened with you guys last week. I don't have a place to put it. I do not have a place to put it. And I had to go to Catherine. And I was so upset that I had to go to Catherine because she's always telling me that I have too much yarn. So I had to go out there and go, I have space, but hear me out. I'm OCD. You guys know that I am OCD. I cannot mix my paint box yarn with my Stylecraft yarn. I cannot mix my Stylecraft yarn with my Red Heart Unforgettable. I cannot mix the Red Heart Unforgettable with all of my Knit Crate. No, I cannot do it. And the space that I have for all of my paint box is full. I need more storage because I cannot mix my yarns. Ugh. Good night to everybody who is leaving. Oh. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Catherine came in here with me and we reorganized some things and moved some things around, and she tried her best to help. And then at the end of the day, I looked at it and I went, I still don't have a place to put my paint box yarn. See, Les M said, like colors, I have to put them by colors. Yes, I do that too. Hi, Sandy. I do that too. You know, like I have, they're just, I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, it's a good problem to have. It's a very good problem to have. And when I was talking to her, you know, I did say that I wanted, you know, like a shelf back there all across that wall. I just wanted a shelf to, you know, like put behind that bed there, the whole wall. And she goes, this is not a yarn room. This is a spare room for guests. Bless her heart, she's still trying with that battle. Bless her heart. Yeah. Well, it's after 8 my time. Guys, I'm really liking this. I really am. It's coming out pretty. I'm liking it a lot. I are very happy with it so far. IKEA cubby boxes. See, that's the same thing. Like I was thinking, you know, like stacked boxes like behind me, and that way all of my paint box yarn could go in there. And then, you know, like my miscellaneous drawer is growing, so my miscellaneous drawer could be broken down into categories where all of the other drawers that are taken up by all of the paint box, you know, the ones that are full that I can't put anything else in because it's not fitting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, there will be a pattern eventually. Eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. Whew. Hide the yarn behind books on shelves. No! I want to see it. Oh, okay. So it is after time now. So that means that I need to say goodbye because I need to go to sleep. And I will be, don't forget, Chantel's live stream is Wednesday evening for us Americans, Thursday morning for those of you in Australia. And I will be there, but it will be my last live stream on the night shift, hopefully for quite some time. So I won't be able to participate much, but I will be there. And I will talk to you guys next week here on this channel, or if you're in the Facebook group, I will talk to you in the Facebook group. So bye. Have a great week, everyone.